Deep in the country, far from the city lights and the constant hum of urban life, there exists a world that moves at its own gentle pace. Here, there's a golden hour that bathes endless fields and weathered farmhouses in a warm, unforgettable glow, painting the land in hues of hope and memory. This is the America of memory, open skies stretching forever, honest work done with calloused hands, and small towns where stories are whispered on the wind and carried from porch to porch. For generations, these places thrived on a steady cycle of seasons, harvests, and cherished community traditions, parades, festivals, and Friday night lights that brought everyone together. But now, a quiet sadness lingers in the air, settling over empty streets and silent porches. Main streets grow silent, the laughter of children fades from playgrounds, and the warm glow from farmhouse windows dims earlier each night. The crisis is slow, almost invisible to outsiders, but deeply felt by those who remain. Family farms vanish, local diners close their doors, and fields that once fed generations now lie fallow and forgotten. For sale signs linger on empty homes and storefronts, each loss a tear in the town's fabric, each memory a reminder of what's slipping away. The resilience of these communities is being tested as never before, as neighbors gather to support one another, facing a future that feels uncertain and fragile, yet refusing to let go of hope. The question now, can the Heartland spirit endure as its world changes? Will the fading glow give way to darkness, or can a new dawn rise from the heart of America? The story of a shrinking town often begins with a quiet goodbye, a young person leaving for college or a job in the city. It's a moment filled with hope and uncertainty, as families gather on porches and driveways, waving farewell to someone who may never return for more than a visit. For many, this departure is not just a rite of passage, but a necessity. They don't leave because they want to, but because opportunity has dried up at home. The dreams they carry are often bigger than the boundaries of their small town, and the jobs or education they seek simply aren't available nearby. Family farms have been swallowed by big agriculture, factories have closed, and the path to a stable future narrows. Once thriving businesses now stand empty, and the fields that once promised prosperity now lie fallow, echoing the loss of livelihoods. As the young leave, the population ages, schools consolidate, and basic services disappear. The community's fabric begins to fray, with fewer children's voices on playgrounds and fewer neighbors to lend a hand. Grocery stores close, schools merge, and the town becomes less attractive to new families. The cycle continues, making it even harder for the next generation to stay, or for new families to put down roots. The departure of the young isn't just a loss of people, it's a loss of the future. Each empty swing, each faded graduation photo, is a reminder of dreams that have moved elsewhere. Their absence leaves a silence, a missing energy that's hard to replace. The streets feel quieter, the mornings slower, and the sense of possibility dims with each goodbye. The older generation watches with pride and sorrow, wondering who will carry on the town's traditions. They remember when the town was full of life, and hope that someday, the cycle might reverse. The Heartland's future hangs in the balance, shaped by those who stay and those who go. Each decision to leave or remain ripples through the community, determining what the town will become in the years ahead. Walk down a rural main street and you'll feel the echoes of what used to be, echoes that linger in the quiet, bouncing off faded brick and weathered storefronts. The silence is almost heavy, as if the street itself remembers the laughter and footsteps that once filled the air. Now, boarded-up shops, silent theaters, and empty sidewalks tell a different story. Each for lease sign is a marker of dreams paused or lost, and every shuttered window hints at a chapter closed before its time. These weren't just businesses, they were the town's living room, where neighbors gathered, stories were shared, and friendships were forged over morning coffee or a quick chat after work. Main Street was the heartbeat of the community, pulsing with life and connection. When these places close, the social fabric unravels, and daily life becomes harder, especially for the elderly and those without transportation. Simple tasks, like picking up groceries or visiting a friend, become daunting challenges, and the sense of belonging starts to fade. Simple errands turn into long journeys, and isolation grows. The distance between neighbors feels greater, and the once close-knit community begins to drift apart, one empty storefront at a time. Traditions fade as festivals are canceled and local newspapers print their final editions. The events that once brought everyone together become memories, and the stories that define the town risk being forgotten. The world moves on, but these towns feel stuck in decline. The sun sets on empty streets, casting long shadows over buildings that once buzzed with activity, leaving behind a sense of longing for what used to be. With each closure, a piece of the town's soul disappears. The final turn of a key, the last light switched off. These moments mark the end of eras, leaving behind only memories and empty spaces. The loss isn't just economic, it's cultural, erasing the shared history that once bound the community together. Family photos gather dust, murals fade, and the stories that shape generations risk being lost to time. What remains is a haunting silence, a reminder of what's been lost. The playgrounds are quiet, the benches empty, and the spaces that once echoed with life now stand as silent witnesses to change. Yet even in the quiet, the memory of community endures. In the stories people tell, in the photographs they keep, and in the hope that one day, these main streets might come alive again, the spirit of the town lives on. When a school closes, it's more than an empty building. It's the end of an era. Schools are the heart of small towns, uniting generations and anchoring community life. Their closure signals a shrinking future, forcing children onto long bus rides and disconnecting families from their roots. The loss ripples outward. Friday night games vanish, concerts and plays disappear, and the town's social calendar empties. Teachers and staff move away, making it harder to attract new families. For many, it's a deeply personal loss, a piece of their own history gone. The empty school stands as a painful reminder of dwindling hope. The silence in its halls weighs heavily on the spirit of the town. Yet even in the hardest-hit towns, hope finds a way to sprout. It starts with a few determined people who see opportunity in empty storefronts and abandoned buildings. A woman reopens the old diner, turning it into a gathering place. Others follow, opening shops and starting small farms. Community efforts grow. Revitalization committees, park cleanups, murals, and local markets breathe new life into Main Street. Towns leverage their history and character to attract visitors and build new economies around tourism, arts, and local food. Technology opens doors. Remote work and high-speed internet bring new residents and ideas. Young entrepreneurs launch businesses that reach beyond the town's borders. Digital connections help bridge isolation, creating new pathways to prosperity. Each small victory renews pride and possibility. The heroes of this story aren't waiting for rescue, they're rebuilding from within. Artists transform grain silos into galleries, turning relics of the past into cultural hubs. Young farmers embrace sustainable agriculture, selling fresh food locally and reconnecting people to the land. These efforts strengthen the local economy and foster community. Across the country, small towns are weaving a new social fabric, rooted in tradition, open to innovation. The future is in their hands, and they're building communities that are more creative, diverse, and resilient. Their work is a testament to the enduring power of community. The Heartland story is being rewritten, one act of hope at a time. The story of rural America is part of our shared national identity. When these communities struggle, we all lose a vital connection to our history and values. Understanding and support are crucial. Visit, buy local, or even consider moving to a small town. Every connection helps sustain these places and the people who call them home. This is a call to build bridges between urban, suburban, and rural America on empathy and shared purpose. We are all part of the same American family, stronger together. Let's not turn away from the quiet crisis in the heartland. Let's work to ensure the farmhouse lights never go out. The resilient spirit of rural America deserves to shine for generations to come.